Sound of Music is one of those shows that, you know, I saw as a kid, and I saw a movie, and actually what hooked me into it, you know, obviously when you're a child and you're not really looking at the bigger issues, you look at the music. As you get older and you start to look at what the play is really about, and especially when someone says, hey, you want to direct this play, which I've never done before, which I'm thrilled to actually do, is, you know, everybody remembers the, you know, the sort of the largeness of the Von Trapp mansion and the love story, and in reality it's called The Sound of Music for a reason, and I think it's because music is the thing that actually ties all of it together. And if you look at it systematically from the beginning of the play to the end of the play, it is Maria's passion for music that makes her unique in the Abbey, that tells the Mother Abbess that this woman needs to be out in the world sharing this music. She brings this music to the Von Trapp family. And it's with the music in the household that actually gets this man to start to live again, and these children to become children versus little marching soldiers. It's music that eventually saves them when they are in the contest. So really, this play is about music. What's challenging for us, and what I would like to make unique about this particular production, is that I'm not interested in putting on a musical comedy of The Sound of Music. If you really pay attention to what the stakes are in this play, which are high. You know, we're talking about a Nazi invasion. We're talking about, you know, the changing of the world and how it affects this one particular family. It's not, you know, you don't look at this and think, oh, good H.R. Puffin stuff, you know, happy, you know, chitty chitty bang bang play. It is about something, and I want it to be about something, and I know what I don't want it to be about. I don't want it to be the show that everybody has seen a million times, where they go and say, oh, weren't those children adorable, which I'm sure you will be. But I'd love for them to come away and care about it and be invested in it. And so our task in this is to make this a play that happens to be driven by its music, not a musical, if that makes any sense to you at all. I took great pains, or we took great pains in the casting for this play, to make sure that we chose everybody that was an actor first and a singer second. Though I think the voices are thrilling. We've had one day of sort of rehearsal already, and I went home yesterday and I was so excited because of the possibilities of the storytelling that we're going to be able to do with this production, and that's the key for me. And if anybody asks you on the street, hey, you know, what makes The Sound of Music unique, and why should I see it again? Because it's been done so many times by so many people. Tell them because we're hoping that you'll get to actually see the story and see it in a way that you haven't seen it before, and care about it in a way that perhaps you haven't cared about it before. That's the key for us in this particular play. I introduced myself as the choreographer because it's so funny that there's really no dancing. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get to Ralph and Lisa. Well, I'm going to kill you guys. I'm going to check it out on that new. But you know, when people dance in this play, they dance because it's part of the fabric of the society. You know, there's a ballroom dance, and then there's the Lindler, and that's all part of the storytelling. There's never a moment where somebody breaks into song and dance for no other reason than to make sure that they have no other reason but to sing. And in reality, when most of us in the room that have been on the stage, that's what drives us. It's that need to sing, it's that need to perform, it's that need to fill that passion that's inside of us, and that's what Maria is all about. She can't live caged in. She's got to be able to, you know, be free to sing. No, we are not opening the show with her on a mountain spinning around on a top. That was a conscious choice. But we are letting her roll around on the floor and really sort of be of the earth, which is sort of the last statement about the play, is that I want it grounded, absolutely grounded, so that nobody looks at this and goes, oh, it was cute, oh, sweet. I want them to really care, and I want them to root for everybody, and I want them to get the sense of what the stakes are outside of the world of the Von Trapp household, much like we are all living right now. If you think about what's going on outside the borders of our country, we live our lives putting on plays, and we sort of ignore that, but it's right there. And imagine if on opening night of this play, there was a bombing right over there. That's what this play is to me. It's how you survive, and how music, theater, entertainment, and the things that we do to immerse ourselves in a world that is real to us allows us to get through the horrors of the day. Which is not to say we're going to do Sound of Music, you know, like we're doing it as a Brecht play. We're not going to do that, although that's an interesting idea. It is still our holiday show, and we still wanted to celebrate. So we will celebrate the music of this, but I do want to make sure that this is something real.